Hello and welcome to day 2 of the EFRA Indoor Touring Car Euros here from Awseomatix in the Czech Republic. So it's day 2, it's quite a quiet start of the day, open practice before some qualifying, so we thought, why don't we have a bit of a look round the marvellous hall, the arena and the pits themselves, and also try out our new microphone, no wires. Hey, follow me Matt, we're going to go and have a look at the pits, as we say. Now, not about 60 drivers here, which is a bit disappointing, but we have most of the big names with the don't fall over, with the exception of Mark Reinhardt. And I'm going to go straight, because I've done a bit of planning on this one, to what I think is the most interesting car in the entire pit. Now, it's the interestingly named Awseomatix. Probably a little translation problems there from Russians, not quite getting the irony of the car. But let's come over here. The man's working on it. This indeed is straight from Russia, the Awseomatix. If I just ask him to stop wrenching for a second. Now, what's very different about this is it's a completely different concept. You look at all the other cars around here, they all look basically the same. Yeah, you've got a diff and you've got we'll show one with a bit of belt and that sort of thing. Now this is shaft drive, which fell out of fashion a while ago, apparently because of torque steer, which I never understood, but it wasn't fast enough. But the most interesting thing is the suspension on the car, because it goes back to principle, I think, last seen in early 30s Morrises, where we have what's called sort of friction rotational dampers. So you have rotational dampers here, just that's a rotational damper, and you also have a spring as well, which is a leaf spring. And apparently you can adjust both the damping and the springing merely by moving the position of the spring relative to its positioning and the screw out of the dampers. It's constantly variable with no extra bits. So Ivan, tell us, what's the advantage of driving the Awseomatix? What's the advantage over an ordinary touring car?
I think it's the main reason when you take this car, you can easily drive for all race as hard as you can without any mistakes. So it's very easy to drive, and the car is very consistent.
How big is radio control and touring car racing in Russia? Are there a lot of races now?
If compare with, I think, with Europe or United States or Japan, it's not so many guys, but it's quite enough. Maybe we have on our usual Russian championship something about 50-60 drivers, so it's quite okay.
As I've best of luck. Teams again, as always, arranged in rows. Some of them, there's quite a lot of activity going on. The interesting thing here is you look at the reading magazines, it's quite quiet, very relaxed, as I said before, because they've got only 3 rounds of qualifying today, 2 rounds of practice. People eating, that's always good. Tell me, sir, how are the sandwiches?
Fine.
It's always good to know. It's good to know that the sandwiches are good. It's very, very important things about any meeting. Anyone who's seen any of our grid walks before will know we're very keen on working out the quality of the food, because obviously we don't do any of the racing, but we do a lot of the eating. Coming back around here, this is where the other drivers are, more drivers. Now, this is a quick thing. I want you to guess, everyone to guess, will Juho Levonen be looking happy? Quick, find out if you are happy. No. Once again, Juho looks miserable. Well, we're going to follow Juho and his moods over the next couple of weeks. He'll be at the 12th next week, and we will go to see the Juho happiness meter. Can we see Juho Levonen smiling before the end of the next 2 weeks? Now, just going over here a bit more, we see we get a bit quite LRP. Not many new things here, actually. Interesting, the cars have been to settle down. The big change is obviously happening, you know, when we had the LiPo cells coming in and the brushless motors, but it's now all sort of calmed down. Now, there's another major star. We just walked past the major star, and that's not on, because the biggest star in the firmament of IFMAR, it's Dallas. Let's tap the man himself on the shoulder. Dallas,
yeah.
How are you enjoying your stay in the Czech Republic?
So far quite okay, yeah.
Now, the beer's good, isn't it?
The what?
The beer, Dallas.
I don't drink beer, actually. Got you. Got you.
He's a card. Anyway, Dallas is having a good time. The drivers are having a good time. We're having a good time. Watch out for that Awseomatix car. And we'll catch you later in the day with a report from qualifying. We're going to have the top 3 drivers. And we're also going to have a track feature as well. All here on EFRA.ws, brought to you by the boys from rcracing.tv.